Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Geshidocon 2025. I thought I'd throw, yes, can we have a little bit more than that? Awesome. I was actually speaking to John, and you can see that I'm nervous and anxious. He said, just look what you've done. Look what we've done. So I think a round of applause to everybody that made it today. And we'll get through some of the proceedings. So before I start, I want to ask you a question. I want you to put up your hand if you think your organization, not yet, Kobus. I'm trying to be deep here, come on. If your organization is a truly agile organization, I want you to put up your hand. I got a few, okay, as I expected, I think, right? I'm not talking about those that follow the rituals, the events, the ceremonies, but those that are truly responsive to change, those that can adapt to what the market is asking for. You hear the song, by the way, rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. He passed away last night, I don't know if you know. And we say we welcome changes, right? This is what we are. We're in a change environment. And we as organizations need to be adaptable and responsive to change, but we're not. We're sitting in an environment where we've got too much work in process, we've got too many dependencies, too many silos, unhappy people. I know this sounds very bad, eh? It's depressing. But that's the reality, because Agile was sold as a silver bullet to solve all of these problems, right? But it didn't, and maybe we were a little bit disappointed about it. And you hear the narrative that happens on social media, on LinkedIn, Agile is dead, long live Agile. And we're in an Agile conference. That's terrible, hey? How can I do that? For the last 13 years, this is what we've been doing, helping organizations adopt Agile ways of working. But we have this challenge, and the reality, it's not really Agile's fault. We're still stuck in the managerial mindset of the 20th century, if you think about it. We've installed the Agile, but we are not Agile, as in Agile organization, responsive and adaptable to change. And then we have this. Okay, there you go. All right, can you see how clever it is? Agile AI, right? Because that's what's happening. If you think about the digital transformation and the impact that AI and Gen AI is having in the market, I'm sure I don't think John's going to go into it. A lot of speakers are going to go into it in the next 2 days. I don't know if you know, but ChatGPT was the fastest growing technology to hit 100 million users in 2 months. The next one was TikTok, 9 months. And Instagram was 2.5 years. And that's going to change the way we work. But then I put it to you, maybe it's not that Agile is dead, maybe this is the rebirth of Agile. Maybe it's the Renaissance, hence the Vitruvian man. The ability to balance humanity with digital. That's what that symbol is about. And how do we go about doing that? And that's a critical component of what we're going to be speaking about the next couple of days. And for us, Geshido, yes, I'm going to swear, it stands for get shit done. But that's about it. No more other swear words. Just shit. Shit is allowed. Okay? I'm sorry. But it stands for get shit done. Now people go, oh, it's just about getting results. You know, it's about, no matter what we do, we just get stuff done. That's what it is. It's more than that. 5 years ago, Reneshan over there, he's with a hat if you want to look at, he came up with this concept of Geshido. We were really a bit unhappy about what the Agile industry was doing, about the Agile theater that was around. And we said, well, how do we simplify it? How do we talk about what the Agile is actually about? And it's about the outcomes, it's the results. So simplify it for yourselves. So we came up with 4 virtues. We want to visualize and make your work transparent. Visualize your work. If you can't see the work, you can't manage the work. You've got too much work for the capacity that you have, so make sure that you prioritize. If you've got top 10 priorities, you don't have a prioritization. Anybody know about that? And 5 plus 3 doesn't count either, okay, when that happens. Then the impact of the work that you're doing, measure and monitor it. Use data to make decisions and use that information to improve and evolve. And this is why we're here. So 3 years ago, we said, let's do some crazy brain idea and run a conference, an opportunity for our clients to share their stories. That's what it was. No frameworks, no methodologies, no platforms, no tools. It's all about the stories, the successes, the challenges, the lessons learned, for everybody to be able to share and learn from each other. So over the next 48 hours, forget about the Teams meetings and the meetings, forget about the dashboards and deliverables. And now everyone's thinking about the dashboards and deliverables, right? That's Friday's problem. But I also urge you, if anybody's been to any of my workshops, etc., I speak about off-site-alitis. You know what off-site-alitis is? You code 2 days off-site and everyone's, yeah, rah, 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 and then Friday, back to normal. So I want to urge you over the next 2 days to learn to connect with others, network, not only the people in your organization, and get inspired. That's what we want. And take one thing, even if it's just one little thing, that you're going to be able to apply and implement on Friday. That's all it is. As small and insignificant as you might think it is, make sure that you do that. And have a bit of fun at the same time. And immerse yourself. Because we have 4 incredible keynote speakers. We have John, who's going to start off this morning. Then we're going to end off this afternoon with Zanele and Japa. We're going to have tomorrow morning Timothy Maurice Webster. I've got to use his full name, he said. And then we've got Miles Kubeka closing off tomorrow. So a really great lineup of speakers. We then have, on the main stage, we've got, look how beautiful and handsome all these people are. They're good looking, eh? Come and say, make them feel good. They're good looking, eh? Yeah. So we've got 13 incredible speakers coming up as well, panels, etc. And I'll talk through the agenda as we go along. And then we've tried something different this year. We've got a breakout after lunch for 90 minutes. We've got six workshops of 90 minutes over the next 2 days, and also lightning talks, which we'll talk a little bit about as we go into detail. And then we've got you. We've got, look at all the logos. If I think about when we started off, a very big round of applause. I think, Adam, when we started off, there were much fewer, but now look at this, a wide variety of industries, from public to private sector, across geographies. It really is amazing. So I'm really, really proud of what we were able to achieve. And John, yeah, we did a good job, eh? There you go. Awesome.